Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Swas. Continuing on with NBA playoffs. We're on Thursday night here. We got Dallas, Oklahoma City Game 2. I'm recording this on Wednesday evening, so I don't know how I did on Wednesday night yet. Hopefully the Knicks won and covered. Coming off a 2-0 night, though. 2-0 Tuesday night. I had that Celtics same-game parlay, and I took the under in Game 1 of this series. So coming off a nice NBA night, hopefully that continues. Dallas, Oklahoma City Game 2. Let's go.
Welcome to The Swas. The Swas. Hey, get the Swas.
All right, like I said, we're in Oklahoma City for Game 2 here, and the Thunder are now laying 5 points at home. There's actually 4.5s open as well. Total sitting at 218.5, which is exactly where it closed at in Game 1. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we see an 8-point OKC win. Final score 107-99 Thunder. Injuries and inactives, and we'll start with Dallas. Luka Doncic is on the report, which makes sense. He's definitely banged up in this series. He is listed as probable, though, so we expect to see Luka out there. Maxi Kleber ruled out. He didn't play in Game 1. He is still out for the Mavs. On the Oklahoma City side, we have nobody. Oklahoma City Thunder at full strength for this one. All right, so let's start by taking a look at Game 1. Obviously, as we know, OKC won convincingly. 117-95 was the final score. Kyrie Irving did hit a three early in the fourth quarter to bring it back within 9, and it was interesting for a moment. But from that point on, Oklahoma City ran away with it. If you look at some deeper numbers from that game, OKC outshot Dallas 44.9 to 39.3. They outshot them from 3. 45.7% from outside for the Thunder to 34.3% for Dallas. They won the rebounding battle pretty convincingly, 52-39, and Dallas coughed the ball up 16 times, 16 turnovers from the Mavs. Now, I will say, if you like Dallas in this game, you're looking at that rebounding total, because like I said, Oklahoma City won the rebounding battle 52-39, but actually Dallas was the better rebounding team for most of this season. Oklahoma City did pick the rebounding up a bit in the last month of the season there, but as a whole, Dallas was the slightly better rebounding team, so I do not expect there to be a 13 rebound discrepancy there. I expect Dallas to do a much better job on the glass in Game 2. Oklahoma City grabbed 16 offensive rebounds in that game. 16. In the last 10 games of the regular season, Dallas was one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the NBA. They were 4th in defensive rebounding rate. So again, really don't see that happening again. And also, I mentioned how Dallas turned the ball over 16 times in Game 1. I don't see that happening again either. Oklahoma City defensively is excellent at creating turnovers, one of the best in the NBA. But this Dallas Mavericks offense is not an offense that turns the ball over. In fact, this season, on the regular season, they had a turnover rate of just 12.4%, which was 4th best in the NBA. So I do not expect the Mavericks to turn the ball over 16 times. Kyrie Irving had 4 turnovers in the first 7 or 8 minutes of the game. So yeah, I expect Dallas to do a much better job protecting the ball. I know a lot of people are looking at the 3-point shooting from Oklahoma City and be like, oh, they're not going to shoot 45-46% from 3 again. I don't know. They're kind of always like that. They were actually the most efficient 3-point shooting team in the NBA this year. They shot 38.9% from 3 as a team, which was 1st in the league. The reason it didn't get talked about a lot is they don't shoot a ton of threes. So as far as their made 3-pointer numbers, they're not really up there amongst the leaders, but just efficiency-wise, Oklahoma City, very efficient outside shooting team. So yeah, maybe they don't shoot 45.7% again, but I wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma City has another really efficient 3-point shooting night, because that's what they do. But honestly, I think the biggest talking point in this series is Luka Doncic. I mean, what's going on? How injured is this dude? He looks terrible in these playoffs. He's averaging 28.3 points per game, but he's shooting under 40% from the floor, shooting 22.7% from 3. And that's not from lack of trying. He is launching threes. He's averaging almost 11 3-point attempts per game, and he's not hitting any of them. So Luka Doncic clearly not 100%. And it's not just the shooting. I mean, there's one play in particular where I think it was Jalen Williams took a 3-point shot, and Luka Doncic, he missed it. And Luka Doncic was in perfect position to grab the rebound. And dude behind him, I want to say it was, I forget who it was, to be honest, but it was someone behind Luka Doncic who just jumped over him. Like, Luka Doncic looked like he had no vertical at all. So the athleticism, which obviously is never really Luka Doncic's strength, it's really at an all-time low right now. He really doesn't look right, which makes placing a bet on this game 2 really difficult. Because I truly think there's a lot of regression on the side of the Mavericks here. I think the rebounding battle will be much closer. In fact, I think Dallas could win the battle on the boards. I don't think they're going to turn the ball over 16 times. I think Dallas is going to play much better in game 2. But if Luka Doncic isn't going to be Luka Doncic and he looks like this, you got to say the value is still on Oklahoma City at a short number like 4.5. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the exact same thing in game 2 that I did in game 1. I'm going to take the under at 218.5. I think Dallas does a much better job defensively. Maybe they shoot a little bit better themselves, but I still expect them to do a much better job on the defensive side of the ball and keep OKC's number down, or at least lower than what it was. Oklahoma City three-point shooting probably takes a small step backwards. I'm going to play the under again, 218.5. But the thing is, I just don't trust Dallas offensively enough right now on the road in Oklahoma City without 100% Luka Doncic. So as far as the side, I would still lean Oklahoma City again. So I'll play the under at 218.5 with a lean on OKC minus 4.5. If you want my top bets or the top bets from anyone on the staff here, head over to KyleKirms.com. They're all posted on the website. There's also a link to join the Discord on there if you're interested. Let's have ourselves a nice Thursday night. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, we had a nice Wednesday night. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.